Don't fall for the two-income trap. We're going to talk about what that is coming up.
Stay tuned.
Welcome back to an all-new edition of the Sunday Night Sit-Down with America's #1 money couple. I'm Talaat.
And I'm Tai, and we're from hisandhermoney.com, where we're managing money, marriage, and everything in between.
The Sunday Night Sit-Down is being brought to you by MetLife Auto and Home.
New home? Next, you'll need homeowners insurance. MetLife Auto and Home has options that fit your needs. One site, one stop, done. And move on to making yourself at home.
One of the keys for Ty and I being able to become financially free was our education. We made it an intentional part of our plan to get out of debt and to start winning with our money was to read books, read articles, listen to podcasts, watch TV shows all about finance. One of the books that had the biggest impact on us was a book called The Two-Income Trap. That was written by Elizabeth Warren and her daughter Amelia Warren Tyagi. It is an incredible book, and it impacted us so much so that we tell everybody that we can to this day about this book. A lot of you may be saying, what in the world is the two-income trap? Well, we will give the best summary we can, and here it is. Two people get married, a husband and a wife. The husband has an income, the wife has an income. They come together and they become one. Then they start to build a lifestyle together. So they go get a house based on both of their incomes. They have 2 cars in the driveway that's based on their 2 incomes. They like to go out and they have a lifestyle that's based on 2 incomes. Then, some years later, one of the spouses would like to make a change, whether that be one spouse wanting to come home full time to start a business or to come home to full time to be an at-home parent. Things change. There could even be a job loss, an unforeseen layoff. And now you are in a trap because the life that you built together has to be financed by 2 incomes. Thus, you are in the 2-income trap.
It is definitely a trap indeed. Thankfully, when we purchased our first home at the beginning of our marriage, we didn't have to necessarily do that on 2 incomes. We were able to take care of all the bills and all the expenses just off of 1 income. But when we discovered this book, it totally changed our lives, and it even totally changed our advice that we give out to other people, as you said. You know, don't fall for this 2-income trap, you guys, because living a lifestyle on 2 income is not fun at all. As a matter of fact, it's actually risky, and it's actually very dangerous, in my opinion. You know, just fast forward 7 years after us getting married, I decided to come home and be a stay-at-home mom. And if we were living our lives based on 2 incomes, there's no way in the world I would have been able to do that. Now, some of you guys may be saying, well, Ty and Talaat, we already did that. We already based our lifestyle off 2 incomes. Is it too late for us? And no, it's not. We have heard many of stories where couples have actually downsized, or they sold their home and then purchased another home, and maybe it was a little bit smaller, or maybe it was not. Maybe it was in a different neighborhood, and maybe it was not. But they were willing to take that sacrifice or that hit, you know, by maybe selling a dream home just to make sure that they were putting their family in the right position possible. You can also sell your vehicles. There's so many different things that you can do to make sure that you're not being involved in this 2-income trap.
You got to make sure that you're not doing nothing. So maybe you're not in a predicament to where you can sell your house or your car, but that doesn't give you license to live on 100% of your income. So maybe instead of living on 100%, you start to live on 85% of your income. You just taper back a little, and you start to build your way backwards by making little cuts here and there, making adjustments here or there. The point is, you need to make some margin between how much you make and how much your expenses are. So if you're maxed out to the tilt, you need to start tapering back where you can and avoid the 2-income trap as much as possible, because what happens is by doing so, by freeing yourself up from being in that trap, you give yourself options. You get to make different type of life decisions. And the biggest way that we got out of the debt so fast was because we used 1 income to handle the household expenses and the other income to chip away at the debt. And then once we got out of debt, we used one income for household expenses and the other income to invest and to build wealth because we had the freedom to do so. So start to have the conversation and start to figure out some ways that you can taper back and get back to living off one income instead of two, because that positions you to prosper and have different types of conversations around purchasing, investing, and living a life that you desire.
That's right. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you need help trying to figure out how can you scale back and not live on two incomes, you all, we have a lot of information for you over at our website at hisandhermoney.com. And meet us back here next Sunday night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, where you will see the both of us sharing with you.
One of the biggest ways that you can figure out how to get your income in order is through our course. It's called Teach Me How to Budget. It's a comprehensive course of over 30 lessons and worksheets that help you get your finances in order and figure out how you can free up that cash so you can get out of the two income trap. To find out more details, it's real simple, guys. Go to teachmehowtobudget.com. Well, that's all we got for this week, guys. It's been great. Until next time. Peace.
Bye.